How's it going, guys? It's Reverson here, and today I bring you another Auto Abyss video for Abyss 115. So let's go to Abyss and see the team that we're going to use to clear this on auto. So here's our dream team here. First up, we've got Sinful Angelica, SSS Imprint Attack Release. She's going to be on max Wondrous Vow Potion. You want to give her 170 speed, about 100 effectiveness, 100 effect resistance, and about 11,000, 12,000 HP, and 1100 defense. You notice that she's on speed set and health set. Next up, we've got Zealot Carmen Rose, who's really the star of the show here. She's going to be on Caladra. Max it out as much as you can. Give her raid set and crit set. Try to get her about 50% effectiveness if you can. You see mine is at 38 effectiveness, but it still got the job done. We want 50% effectiveness because if she is able to use her skill 3 after she has at least 50% health, then she's going to get effectiveness buff, which basically if you have 50% effectiveness and she has effectiveness buff, it's 100% effectiveness, which we're shooting for. Next up, we've got Fene, who's going to be on Victorious Flag. Make sure that she has Destruction set and Penetration set. This is the stat distribution for right side, crit damage, attack, and speed boots. And finally, we've got Tenebria in the back row on Prophetic Candlestick plus 30. The exclusive equipment doesn't really matter. Just give her about 230 speed, 100% crit, 100 effectiveness, and as much attack and crit damage as you can within those stat constraints. Tenebria and Zealot Carmen Rose really make it very easy for us to deal with the boss in the second stage of the fight because they both have decreased combat readiness in their kit on their skill 2. As you can see, my final combat readiness decrease rune isn't finished, but it's still got the job done for this stage. So Zealot Carmen Rose is really a must-have for this stage because you need to manipulate Charlotte's combat readiness. Alright, with the breakdown being done, let's go ahead and start the fight. Guardian doesn't really matter because we're not going to use the Guardian at all for this fight. Alright, in the first stage, we've got the Mega Dust Mushroom and his little kids, I guess. We're going to want Sinful Angelica here because she provides extinction. The mushrooms are going to keep reviving if you don't have Sinful Angelica, so she is a must-have here. And it's very important for us to clear this first part of the stage really quickly. So if you do not land the defense break with Tenebria at the start of the fight, just restart until you land that defense break because we can't afford to waste time here in the first stage. Because if the mushrooms happen to get off their third skill, it still does a lot of damage even though they don't revive, and we want to go into the Charlotte fight as healthy as possible. But as you can see here, we are really taking down the enemy's health very quickly because we landed the defense break. Fene and Zealot Carmen Rose do a whole lot of damage. With this final skill 3, the mushroom's going to go down, it's not going to revive, and we can proceed to the Charlotte fight. Okay, so Charlotte has this mechanic where she is able to sometimes counterattack, and too many counterattacks can really make or break your run because not only does she do more damage to your team, but she also pushes herself up on the combat readiness bar, preparing her for her ultimate skill. So we've got 2 counterattacks already, and here comes her ultimate skill, which is going to do some damage to whoever she targets and then some splash damage to the rest of the team. So here, as you can see, the combat readiness pushback by Zealot Carmen Rose really comes in clutch because we're able to pour damage into her during this time frame. So this is kind of like a game of chicken because the higher she gets on the combat readiness bar, the more damage you do. But if she happens to get off 4 ultimates before you can kill her, the game is pretty much over. On her 4th ultimate, she's just going to completely wipe your team. So that's why we have Tenebria and Zealot Carmen Rose to consistently push back her combat readiness so that we can hopefully kill her within the time constraints that we have. Doing damage to her without defense break kind of stinks. Thankfully, we have Prophetic Candlestick on Tenebria, And yes, we do land that second defense break there. Zealot Common Rose goes and pushes her back, and this is going to be big damage. So you notice how much damage Zealot Common Rose did into the Fene skill 3. That's really where the bulk of her damage is going to be coming from. And there are a number of RNG checks in this stage because the Clinode behind Charlotte is going to typically try to debuff your highest attack unit, which in our case is going to be Zealot Common Rose. So hopefully you get lucky and you still land those attacks even if she happens to be blinded. This is why we have Sinful Angelica and Warrior's Bile Potion. And boom. Just like that, the battle is done. If this video helped you pass Abyss 115 on auto, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video with anybody who's stuck on this stage, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.